How is everybody doing today? And yes, it's been a very long time. I'm not gonna lie, since I posted a video on the Zenless channel for the most part, but with of course the brand new live stream that happened for version 1.6, which wow, we're getting pretty far up there when it comes to the amount of updates that we're getting for Zenless after this game's been out for quite some time. But today we are going to be not only reacting but also discussing and dissecting all the stuff with, of course, my favorite character, and that is going to be Amby, Silver Soldier Anby, or Soldier Zero Anby. We're gonna look at everything. We're gonna get my reaction on all the stuff that she has, and then we'll go back. We'll talk about all the things that she has and what it could do for the meta, what characters it impacts, how strong she's going to be as an attack character. Because as we know, anomaly characters are still, for the most part, the strongest characters in the game just because of the ability for them to do damage without having to worry about the stun window. Now, someone like Evelyn has kind of shifted that perspective of the attackers in a really positive way with the way she's able to do off-field damage. She's able to do more quick swap type of damage for the amount of teams that she has, and of course with the inclusion of Astra Yao, having her on the team can put up this basically the similar numbers to what an anomaly team would give. So let's go ahead and start looking at Amby. And oh my god, I cannot remember what I said a long time ago. I have no idea if I could even find a clip of this, but I was like, Amby's gonna get her S rank, and then I'm gonna be so happy when it happens. And I can't believe we're basically here for the most part. I am just so excited for this patch generally. But let's go ahead and see what Amby does real quick. Ah! Oh my god, Soldier Zero Amby S rank. Oh my god, she looks so good, dude.
In that case, let's start with Miss
Oh
Amby.
my god.
Soldier Zero Amby is an electric attribute attack
She looks so good.
dual swords in combat.
Dual swords too. We love to see it.
She hits and her attacks will charge and activate these marks
Okay.
up to 3 times. After they are activated, special attack, and Amby will dash through the enemy with a powerful slash, dealing electric damage while consuming a mark. Each mark consumed will trigger an extra instance of damage. This damage will
That's all we're getting?
Aftershock attack damage. With enough energy,
Aftershock?
special attack button, and Amby will throw her dual swords, unleashing Sundering Bolt.
Ooh.
3 stacks of marks will be applied to the enemy hit.
Okay, so you're managing your stacks on the enemy. Okay, that's interesting.
Your combat style never
Oh my god, this is so
As
cool.
the former captain of Silver Squad, Soldier Zero Anby excels at fighting as a unit with her teammates. By locking onto a target, not only does Amby's own damage against them increase, that target also takes increased crit damage from aftershocks. If there's a stun or support character in the squad,
Oh, whoa, what's going on? Yo, there's so much happening.
further increase.
Holy crap. Yo, I cannot wait.
Wear them down, and when the time is right, deliver.
I'm gonna have to look back at everything once they finish with Amby stuff.
In combat, hold special attack, and Amby will instantly inflict 3 stacks of activated marks on the enemy.
Oh, okay.
Press special attack to unleash
Oh, nah, that's too fire. Oh my god.
Once you have enough decibels, press ultimate.
Oh, the ult?
Execute powerful
Mmm.
against enemies.
You see Pulcher out there with the additional attacks off field. Holy crap.
While once again applying 3 stacks of activated marks.
Ooh.
Then unleash another Azure Flash to
Oh
finish the
my
rotation.
god.
In addition,
They're giving us whole rotations now?
Azure Flashes, Amby will summon
Oh
an
my
lightning bolt
god.
to strike enemies.
She looks so good. And is she conjoining her swords? Oh my god.
Why Soldier 11 tries to follow in your footsteps.
Bro, she
There was a
looks
time
so
when I
good.
fought to destroy every enemy in my path. But now, I'll use my strength to fight for what really matters.
By the way, that agile
Oh
figure we
my
just
god.
saw is actually Miss Polkra.
Ultra.
After leading
Polkra.
Pompeii,
My bad. Alright, one thing I want to see real quick. Did she join her swords to get the effing they epic fuse together? That is so cool. Not only is it dual blades, it's a dual sword like conjoined together. This is such a cool character. But there was actually a lot that was said, and I really want to go ahead and look at each thing and see what specifically we're working with when it comes to her. She looked absolutely insane when it comes to what she's capable of, especially with her stack mechanic that she's gonna be putting on each enemy. Now, again, I was basically very locked in when it came to looking at Amby and how great she looks. But now let's go ahead and actually dissect her kit, which I'm super excited again to be doing this. I'm so happy that she finally has a unit. An S rank at that. I was very upset when Future Stunners came out, and I really couldn't use my Amby anymore because it was like basically not anywhere near the same universe of value that you can get with like Chingy and having other characters like Lighter. You can't really just use A rank Amby like that, and it isn't really gonna help you out that much compared to all of the value that these other stunners give. So I'm very, very happy that not only is she a DPS, which I can make infinitely stronger with Dupe. So that's definitely something I'm very excited for, very happy for, that she's not a stunner again, that she's a full-on DPS, and I'm so happy that that's the case. Let's go ahead and start seeing what she has in her kit and what we're going to be looking at. Oh man, this is so cool. All right, her special attack. Hitting an enemy with an attack applies the silver star mark and charges the target. Each stack of... I wish I can take this off. Each stack charge applies 1 stack of white thunder to enemies, stacking up to 3 times, and that's the little circle that we see on the enemy. Okay. Okay, so each attack is not like you get 1-1-1. So each attack is gradually increasing the stacks that you're putting on the enemy. And again, I'm pretty sure what we're gonna hear in a quick moment when looking at some of the tips that they show us inside the stream. I'm pretty sure stuff like the skill, stuff like the ultimate immediately just fills it up, or fills it up to a certain degree. As you can see from her attacking, she's actually not immediately going into the next slot or the next section of her stacks. It's gradually increasing. So you can think of it as like a bar for like something like Evelyn. You can think of it as something like Chingy when she does her days. It's a bar that's gradually filling up and not necessarily segmented throughout its progress of you hitting the enemy. So let's go ahead and keep watching. When the enemy has white thunder, press special attack to activate and deals electric damage to enemies while consuming 1 stack of white thunder to trigger 1 additional aftershock damage. And aftershock is what I'm assuming a brand new element like frostburn or frost. So this is actually really cool to see, or this is just its own separate instance of damage that's not just a reaction, which I'm gonna see in a quick second. Actually, this is so freaking cool. Oh, they didn't give us like aftershock symbol or anything like that, so I'm just assuming it's just another extra portion of damage for the most part. But this is so freaking cool to see. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Each mark consumed will trigger an extra instance of damage. This damage will be
my god.
Attack damage. With enough energy,
I want to see if it's actually like a reaction or is it just damage. Okay, so it seems like it's literally just damage. So realistically, this is still catered towards her actual personal damage, and not really something that you would get from Anomaly or anything like that. From what I'm seeing, you're not going to be in the same vein as Miyabi where you're getting off these reactions, you're getting disorders off. That'd make her super busted. I wouldn't mind, because that means I get to use Amby a lot longer if she's more Anomaly focused. But what it seems like, she's cashing out her stacks for that extra bit of damage. So I'm assuming with the right setup, with getting as many stacks as possible, you're gonna get a crazy amount of stacks from her skills, her basics, and then once you get the 3, you're gonna use the dash attacks to cash them out. That's gonna be their big instances of damages, while you have characters like Astra Yao, maybe even a defense down character, maybe even a stunner character like Trigger, as well, giving you bonuses as well, and you're just gonna get a crap ton of damage. And then I'm assuming what most characters do is that their ultimates fill the bar up, or fill whatever of their resources up to max. I'm assuming Amby's gonna have something like that. So you would usually probably go ahead and max stack out a character. You're going to go ahead and use the aftershock, or basically cash out all the stacks, use ultimate, and then cash it out again. I'm assuming that's what's going to be her playstyle for the most part, which is very interesting.
3 stacks of marks will be applied to the enemy hit.
Wait, what?
Enough energy, hold the special attack button.
Oh wow, her EX. Okay. Her EX gives 3 stacks. Oh, okay.
With enough energy, hold the special attack.
Oh, okay, with enough energy. So how much does her regular special give? That's the question.
Up to 3 times. After they are activated, press special attack, and Amby will dash through the enemy with
Oh
a
my
powerful slash,
God.
dealing electric damage while consuming them.
Oh my
Each
gosh, she
sword
looks so
consumed will
good.
trigger an extra instance of damage, and Amby will dash through the enemy.
While enemy has White Thunder, press special attack to activate. Deals electric damage to enemy while consuming 1 stack of White Thunder. Okay, so we gotta see how you cash out all 3 then. If you press special attack regularly and you cash out a White Thunder, how do you cash all 3 out?
Powerful slash, dealing electric
Because
damage while consuming them.
oh, that's so cool. Because EX special gives you the 3 stacks. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah, that is nasty. Being able to just, it has a good amount of AoE too, with the amount of range that covers, giving everybody in that circle full stacks. Oh, she's gonna be like, that's a pretty big AoE to be giving everyone full stacks of whatever your damage typing is. So, oh man. Oh my god. Okay, so you just regularly use your skill and it just catches out all 3. So it's gonna just go ahead and give out whatever your max amount of stacks are. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. So what I'm assuming for the most part, when you're grouping everyone up, you throw that skill out, get everyone their max stacks, go ahead and dash through them, and then you're just going to go ahead and play around the way you usually do with stunners and supporters and whatever else we're going to be rocking with Amby. I'm still trying to figure out everything. I feel like this is a very hands-on character that you kind of can't dissect fully without just playing the character. So there's just a lot of moving parts of what she has, which I'm very excited for this character. You have no idea. I need to see the last bit.
Former captain of Silver Squad, Soldier Zero Anby excels at fighting as a unit with her teammates. By locking on
core passive, Soldier Zero Anby deals increased damage to enemies with the Silver Star mark, of course. When an enemy is marked with the Silver Star, they take additional crit damage from aftershocks. Now the question is, do the aftershocks have their own like damage catered to it, like their own scalings, or is it based off of something from Amby? Like basically when I use my skill, it's based off of Amby stats and all that. The aftershock damage, is it its own thing, or like how I'm trying to figure out a character that has something like this, but I'm trying to figure out if the aftershock damage is based off of Amby's personal stuff, or does it have its own separate instance of damage or its own scalings and crit and all that. Because sometimes there are some characters in certain games where the additional damage that comes out of the enemy that is kind of like in its own separate value, it has its own, like, okay, for like example, Robin in Honkai Star Rail, she has 100% crit rate, I think, or 70% crit rate or something like that, but she's able to do 150% crit damage on her follow-ups or something like that. I think that's how I'm trying to explain it. So I'm wondering if this is something similar
to a target. Not only does Amby's own damage against them increase, that target also takes increase the crit damage from aftershocks.
Okay, when another character in your squad is a stun or support character, so they basically just gave her the full arsenal for free. That's crazy. Okay, so stun or support, that means Trigger, of course, that means Chingy, that means Nicole, of course, that means Astra. Oh my god, we got all the top tier characters in her teams. It's over. This is such an easy requirement to fill in. Not only that, because it's stun or support, and not anything in regards to Obol or any of the other faction stuff, this opens up the door for Amby to be on almost any team, realistically, because every team has a stun or support. And it's not like I'm trying to figure out, it's not like a anomaly team, because sometimes it could be anomaly and a defense character because of Seth. This is just a really wide and expansive area to give to an attacker, you being able to give stun and support, and that helps out even more in the future when there's stronger characters on the horizon that can do better support than, let's say, someone like Astra, or who are better stunners than someone like maybe even Trigger, or someone like Chingy or Lighter, of course. This allows Amby to scale up in the future, which of course, hopefully her damage is able to withstand the test of time. We'll have to see. But this is actually really good. So she's going to be getting additional crit rate, which is insane. And when Soldier Zero Anby is the active character, the entire squad's aftershock damage to the enemies with the Silver Star mark is increased. What? The entire squad aftershock damage? What does that even mean? Yo, wait a minute. Hold up. What does this mean? This is something I have to figure out. What do you mean the entire squad's aftershock damage? Because now this doesn't even seem like it's something catered to just Amby. Ooh, okay.
Their teammates. By locking onto a target,
Okay.
not only does Amby's own damage against them increase, that target also takes increase the crit damage from aftershocks. If there is a stun or support character in the squad, the aftershock damage against this target will further increase.
Lock on.
Crit damage from aftershocks. If there is a stun or support character in the squad, the aftershock damage against this target will further increase.
The aftershock. Okay, so there's two things I'm thinking about this, unless they explain it later and I'm just shooting the gun early. What it seems like is if they have a mark, other allies can trigger the aftershocks. If that's the case, holy crap, is Amby busted. Holy crap, is she absolutely giga busted. If other characters can proc the aftershocks for you off field. That would be really nasty, especially with what it seems like we're getting off-field characters with Trigger and Pokra. That would be absolutely insane, with them being able to basically give their value while also not eating up the field time of attackers, which has been the primary problem with the attack role, is that we have to waste time on these stunners. We have to waste time on the supports. Thankfully, not as much anymore with Astra, with how great she's been. But the stunners were still that case. They would have to take up a lot of field time to get the enemy stunned, and the attackers would just have to wait until then to get their damage out. So for the fact that it's a potential use case where Amby's able to give off a crap ton of damage, Amby's giving off-field damage, and you also have off-field stunners and off-field supports, this can mean a world of a difference versus the Anomaly team, and finally put attack where I think they should always have been, of course, right next to Anomaly. Of course, we got a taste of that with Evelyn, with how strong she's been, but I think Amby will really take that to the next level. Oh my god, this is just so cool.
Lock onto the enemy.
This is just so cool. I know we have one more section to watch.
That's at the core of my
Oh my god, this is so cool.
In combat, hold special attack, and Amby will instantly inflict 3 stacks of activated marks on the enemy. Then, press special attack to unleash Azure Flash, and quickly deal massive electric damage. Once you have enough
Oh my
decibels,
god.
press ultimate.
I think it's the whole rotation.
Powerful slashes against enemies in a large area ahead.
Oh, so it looks like the ultimate gave another 3 stacks.
Once you have enough decibels, press ultimate to have Amby execute power.
Yeah, he doesn't have any stacks at the moment. So what she did was she triggered the... I'm going to take the sound off because he's kind of explaining the rotation realistically. That is such a cool switch in animation. Like, she legit is using her legs to flip the sword around. That is so cool. Okay, but what it looks like... Oh, that is just such a cool animation. So from chain attacks, you get 3 stacks. That's kind of nasty. So from 3 stacks... You go in with your chain attack, you get 3 stacks immediately, you activate the 3 stacks, and then you hold EX skill after. This is going to allow you to get another 3 stacks, and then you're going to cash out on that again. And then you're going to use your ultimate. Right now, he doesn't have any stacks. And then you get full stacks off of it. Again, and I'm assuming you're going to cash it out once more with your skill. Okay, well, she just basically got... What in the world just happened? How did she get another chain attack so quick? Whoa! Did y'all see that jump of days? What am I seeing? Did she do that by herself or is Pokra? Because Pokra already left the field. She was just there, like right now. Where did she get that massive jump of days? Oh my... I love how she... Oh my god, that is so freaking cool. Look at that. 28, 32, 45, 48. And it jumps to 89 on her skill. She went from like 40 to 89 from her skill by itself. What? She literally took her stun move and moved it to her attack. Bro, what in the world is this character? Unless Pokra came out of nowhere. And I didn't see it. Which I'm going to try one more. Okay, there was it. She was right there. Okay, I saw Pokra. Pokra is here once more. I see her hit once more. Try to see if I look at her one more time. Holy, she was not there unless Pokra gives increased days to the whole team, which she would be busted for that, especially for a lot of these attacker teams. What in the world did I just see Amby do? She legit just gave him 40 effing days from a skill. And then he cashes out again on the 3 stacks. Oh my god, that is disgusting. And then basically he ran out of resources, so now he just has to build up the stack by itself. Special attack Thunder Smite. When the additional damage from White Thunder triggers 3 times on the same enemy, a lightning strike will follow the enemy's location, dealing electric damage to enemies within range. This damage is considered aftershock damage. I really am very interested in what the aftershock damage entails for the most part. But of course, it is going to be a little bit more single target focused because you do want to hit the what is it called? The same enemy multiple times with these stacks. So it is going to be really cool to see how she's going to do in single target scenarios and also in AoE situations. But she looks like she's going to be absolutely nasty for the most part. Holy crap. Let me go back.
Your instincts are the reflexes.
Let me make sure he didn't say anything else.
In addition, by launching 3 consecutive Azure flashes, Amby will summon an extra lightning bolt.
Okay, that lightning bolt right there. Okay, so realistically, she doesn't need to hit the same person. Realistically, you're just cashing on all 3, and when you cash out on all 3, you get that extra lightning bolt, which of course is going to be what you want to spam on the enemy because it's just extra damage overall, and it does range damage or splash damage. So that's going to be really important, of course, to spam.
Instincts are the reflexes that separate life from death. After fighting alongside you, I finally understood why Soldier 11 tries to follow in your footsteps.
There was a time when I thought
I genuinely think, because yes, we'll have more videos talking about the other characters in this stream as well, and of course all the reruns as well, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm sorry for how long it's been since I've made a video, but realistically, Amby, for the most part, when it comes to where she's going to be versus a lot of the other characters, I'm 100% sure she's going to be right there with Evelyn, if not higher. The only problem, I have a feeling that might be an issue, not really, because we're getting Pokra and she's the A rank, so I'm assuming we're going to get her potentially for free in the future, or if not, she's an A rank anyway. I'm pretty sure a lot of these DPSs, if they want to stand against the anomaly characters, you're really going to want these characters that can be off field, like Pokra and like Trigger as well, which we will talk about both of these characters when the time comes, of course, in my next few videos. But Amby looks absolutely amazing. She looks like a really fun character. She looks like a really active character, something I really like in terms of the units that are in the game. Someone like Evelyn, you're kind of like hands-on with them for like 90% of the time you're playing with the team, which is very, very fun. And I think Amby is the same exact way. So I cannot wait until Amby comes out. What better way to come back to an S rank Amby? So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.